everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a good week so far. Today we're gonna paint a gill pattern. Pretty bright one. I learned this technique from Michael Ornstein, but I've already went over this bait that I got from Shane Graham at Sugar Tittlers with OPEC white, and then I went over it with pearlized white. So then our next color is gonna be this. Hang on, let me find it. Well, I thought I had my color, but it was the wrong color. But anyway, the next color is going to be this fluorescent raspberry, the 5042 Createx. And what I'm going to do is put a couple of drops in here. And then I'm going to put one drop of Createx OPEC white, because I don't want him as dark as what that raspberry gonna spray pretty dark, so I want to lighten it up just a little bit. So I had 4 drops of that, and then I added 1 drop of the OPEC white to it. Then I'm going to put a little bit of thinner in here because that fluorescent raspberry is a little thick. But anyway, and I'm just going to add probably 2 drops. Then we'll mix that up real good. There we go. Alright, make sure it sprays good. And then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do his belly in this. Let me move everything out of the way. Alright. We're just gonna give this belly a good coat of this. Then we're just going to go right up to the lateral line. And if you go over the lateral line, it's no biggie, because we'll come back and cover that up with some darker colors. Then I'll heat set this and we'll go over it with another coat. heat set this. Alright, then our next color is gonna be this pearl lime green. So and we're just gonna take and do his back and this down to the lateral line. When it hits that pink, it'll kind of turn a orangish color, but that's okay. It'll kind of give it a little transition. You see how we kind of, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it kind of drifted down the belly a little bit, and that's kind of what you want. Alright, we'll heat set that and clean out there. Alright, then our next color is going to be this detailed sepia by Wicked. And we're going to spray a pattern on his back using this Thule right here, and we're gonna do it in this sepia, and we're gonna try to get this pattern as dark as we can. So, and I'm not gonna clip this, I just usually just try to get it on there as tight as I can with my fingers. We'll see if it'll cooperate. Kind of something like that. And then we'll just spray this sepia. And we just want to spray this on the pearl lime green. Something like that. Then we'll pull it off, and that's what we're looking for, is that right there, just to give him a little bit of texture. So alright, I'll clean out this sepia. Then our next color is going to be this Wicked detail moss green, and we're just going to go over his back with this over that sepia and that pearl lime green. And we're not gonna, this bottle of moss green, I have it thinned out with thinner already, because this moss green, I mean, it can get dark on you real quick. So I just try to spray it as light as I can. A lot of times I just want to darken that lime green just a little bit. And right there, that's the color we're looking for right there for his back. So I'll clean out this chamber and alright, so now I have Createx Opaque White loaded in the chamber. And then we're going to use this for the bar stencil on him. And I used a heat gun and heated that up a little bit to straighten it out to where it doesn't have so much of a curve in it. But anyway, we're just going to set this right behind the gill plate. And we're just going to spray just one shot of this to where it looks like that. Right there. Okay, now we're going to spray this other side. Just over the gill plate. And we're not spraying this at a high pressure either. So just do that, and then just a pass forward and a pass back. Right there's what you get. So we're going to leave the white in the chamber. And then I'm going to take and heat set him real quick. And then we're going to take this stencil from Insane Custom Stencils. And we're going to do some earmarks on him. And I'm going to have to adjust him because the stencil don't like it double clamped. So let's see. I'll get him back in the frame. So let's see. Yeah, right there. Okay. So we're just going to line this up. Just like that. Maybe. I'm horrible with my left hand at doing this stuff. So anyway, we're going to line that up. Just like that. We're just going to spray this white right there. Not dark enough. There. Just like that for the ear mark. And then we're going to roll him to this other side. Remember to always wipe your stencils off because you don't want to smudge it. Then we're going to spin him around to this side. Always have to scoot that. There's a second ear mark. Well, I probably need to darken the very end of this one with it being up against that white just a little bit darker, and that way you can, you're gonna have to be able to see that. There we go. That looks better. Then we're gonna extend this ear mark out to match that other one. Kind of make these a little bit long on him. I think that's what helps him catch fish. Cause this little pattern right here, I've caught some walleye with it, but I probably caught more largemouth with this pattern than walleye, but the walleye will hit this pattern also. Okay, darken this up just a little bit more. Get everything set just right. There. Okay. We'll look down and make sure those, yep, those are about the same. So, well, one's a little straighter than the other, but you know what? I normally don't sell these baits. I keep these baits for myself, so if it's not perfect, that's alright. It doesn't bother me to fish them, because I paint a lot of baits that aren't perfect, and the fish don't seem like they mind one bit. So, clean this out. Then we'll heat set that white real good, because then we're going to go over it with Createx OPEC black. But we're going to leave a little bit of that white line sticking out. And we don't want to smudge that white. I'll take and heat set that. Now we're going to load a couple of drops of this Createx OPEC black into the airbrush. If I can get any out. Okay. There we go. Alright, so since this is my weak side, we'll do it first. So we're going to take this stencil, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to line it up with this white again, and then we're just going to move it down and forward a little bit. Let me get everything adjusted. So we'll just line it up right there, and we're going to move it down. And then just push it forward. Not quite where I want it. So we'll just tilt this end up just a little bit. There. That's a little bit better right there. Alright, so we'll go to this other side. Wipe this stencil off. And then we're just going to take and line that up, drop it down, move it forward. Oh, that turned out a little better than the other side. Always. You always have one side that's better than the other. There we go. There. That makes it kind of match a little bit. We'll move this up just a hint. Well, don't know if we're gonna get it or not. Let's see. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Gonna clean this airbrush out. Then we're going to take a couple of drops of just Createx Opaque Red. And then make sure we get all that black out of the chamber. That black seems like it's the hardest to get cleaned out. There we go. Now we're spraying red. Then we're going to take this stencil and we're just going to get him at a better angle. There we go. That's better. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to line him up. And then right here, just at the very end, we're just going to run this red at the tip. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's just a hint of red right there on the very end of that. And after I clear coat him, it probably will show up a little bit better. But we'll see if this side will show up a little bit better. So right there, I'll move this. So right there. And just the end. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's the red right at the very tip of that. And that's what you want. I think we'll try to make this just a little bit darker. Without messing him up too bad, maybe. There. That probably shows up a little bit better right there. That looks a lot better. So we'll take and do this side that same way. There we go. There's old red dots. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I think so. Oops, there went a bait. Alright. There we go. Alright, we got one more step and we're done. And we're just going to take and go over his back with a little, oh well, actually there's two more steps. I'm going to show you all a little trick. And it's just how I do the pearlescence to get these suckers to get them to get that shine and to get them to pop. Is I used to use the calm air pearlescence, but I actually figured out how to mix my own, and I do it on my bluegills and my shads, and it seems like it works pretty good. So I'll show y'all how I'll do that to get that shine and get that pop. Then we're just gonna go around his eyes. Okay, then we're gonna clean this out, and then I'll show you how I mix my pearlescent and get it to spray super thin to where it doesn't change the colors, but it gives it pretty good pop. And then you can add color shift to it if you want, or you can just do it straight up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Wicked pearlized white, and then we'll probably put 5 or 6 drops in there. And then we're gonna take our thinner, and I use 4011 Createx reducer, and I'm gonna put probably about 10 drops in there, 10-15 drops, because we want this stuff super thin. So there's that. And then I have, there it is. I'm about out of this, but it's a folk art, and I have it thinned down really thin, but it's folk art, and it is the blue flash. And what this will do is, I don't know if you can see it on the bottle, but it shifts from blue to purple, and I spray this a lot on my bluegill pattern. But anyway, I'm going to take, if I can, I'm going to squeeze 1 drop of this out, and we're just going to mix it in with this pearl white, this pearlescent that we created. We're just going to mix it in there really good, and then yeah, it's so thin that, and you take and you spray this at a distance, not super close. Then I don't know if y'all can see that in that light, but you see the shine that it gives that bait. Kind of gives him that slick shine to him. So anyway, but that's how I paint this little dude. And like I said, he will catch walleye, but this pattern I painted on several different little bitty baits, and this is a little bait, and I painted on several little baits, and I've caught a couple of 13-14 inch walleye with him. But then I've caught some 2-pound largemouth, 2.5-pound largemouth just eat this thing up, and I mean he's in their throat whenever they eat him. So I mean, it's a real good pattern, but it seems like springtime's when they really like to get on him pretty hard. But I have fished him a little bit in the summertime when they not really wanting to hit anything. And but he's just a good pattern. And Michael Ornstein kind of turned me on to this pattern because he paints a pink bellied gill pattern, but his has like a silver top to it. And he always says, you know, you take my ideas and you can go your direction with it. Well, this is the direction I went. I kind of went with a natural looking gill pattern on the top to a pink belly, and I do a pink belly shad too. And I've caught big sand bass on that pink bellied shad, and I've caught a few largemouth on that pink belly shad too. So I mean, sometimes you add just a little different color to some of your baits and it works. But anyway, I thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And oh, I was gonna tell y'all, we're up to 55 subscribers, so we're getting closer to that 100 subscriber mark, and when we get there, like I said, we'll do a giveaway. So thank y'all. I appreciate everybody that's been watching, appreciate everybody that's subscribed. We'll see you on the next one. Well, here he is finished, everyone. Turned out pretty good. So, can't wait to start fishing him again. But there he is. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for probably this weekend. I'll probably put out another video this weekend. And I'll show how to paint a yellow perch, and I got something else that I want to show y'all. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good week. Bye.